Welcome, race fans. Tonight we are here with ARDC, the sprint car league here that is going to be running their first. We're going to be starting out here with some winged sprint cars. Then we'll be jumping over to another room and doing the wingless. But first, I got to welcome a friend of mine in the booth here, Chris Cone. Welcome, Chris. I'm trying to be precise here. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, sir. I'm very excited to be here. This is my first time ever doing live commentary.
Well, I think you'll be doing just fine, brother. Just like I said, just relax. All right, we're about 6.5 minutes away from qualifying. They've been out here practicing, and the track will change. They've got it set. The state of the track will change as they go through all the different segments here. But 40 laps tonight in the wing cars, and then we'll be jumping over to the wingless. Now that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see that. I have yet to stream a wingless car race yet, Chris.
Yeah, these USAC 360 cars later on in the night, they're going to be very interesting to watch. Very little downforce, especially here at USA International Speedway. A little bit bigger track than we're used to here, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I know you said you haven't been with the league that long. Just this, your third race tonight. You're going to be racing the wingless ones later. Now, tell me what the difference, how much difference is. I know you said there's a big difference in downforce with the wing on it, but obviously you like the wingless better. So what's the difference?
Well, first, the number one difference is, of course, the big wings on top. On the wing cars, they give the cars a lot more downforce, which creates a lot more aerodynamic grip, which means you can haul the corners a lot faster. In the non-wing cars, you have to lift a little bit, maybe even use the brakes to get it to slow down and corner correctly. So I believe the non-wing cars put the car more in the driver's hands than in setup.
Very good. Yeah, well, like I said, I've never done one before, so it's going to be. I'm going to be anxious to see how this is going to go with the wingless cars. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, these non-wing cars typically have very good races. Most of them are pretty close together, especially I think at a long track like this, they may spread out a little bit, but if we get a couple of cautions, it's going to shape up to be a great race.
Sure thing. All right. Working the time down here, a little over 4 minutes left of practice.
I haven't seen anything too big in particular. We've seen a lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of clean racing. Nobody's, from what I've seen, hitting the inside wall, which is very key to doing well at this track. You don't want to hit the inside wall. That'll knock your front end out or move something out of line, and then you'll be in the back of the pack for the rest of the race.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. Now, I see they do have 2 resets here. So that'll help you a little bit, but only 16 incident limit. So, that's something to kind of keep into consideration.
Yeah, the 2 resets allow you to run maybe a little bit more aggressively, but that 16 incident limit also kind of limits you to how aggressive you can take the corners and how aggressive you can maybe throw sliders or anything like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these drivers deal with 16 incidents at a big track like this.
I see Trey Wagner out there running tonight. That is my buddy's son, I believe it is, Roger Wagner's son. He's running the same identical paint job, actually, on his car that Roger usually runs. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that car is a great looking car. I've run it, or I've seen it run for a few weeks now. It's never fails to impress me how these guys can have racing lineage and then take it over to iRacing and do just as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, Roger, he paints all of his own cars, so, and man, I'll tell you what, he is quite the painter. He ranks right up there, top some of the top painters in iRacing. I'll tell you, he's right up there with them.
Yeah, we have a little 4-car battle here coming off of turn number 4. It's going to get a little bit close as we're just about 3 wide. We are 3 wide going into corner number 1.
Oh, somebody had to give there.
Yeah, not much room for error there going 3 wide, especially at a track where the racing line is right down on the bottom. Once you get up top, it's kind of a game over in these wing cars.
Yep. All right, 1.5 minutes left here in practice, folks. And we're going to be on to qualifying now. They have open qualifying. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's open qualifying. They do kind of group qualifying. They send 4 or 5 cars out at a time. They run 4 laps. Then they pull off into the infield, and the next group goes on until everybody's qualified.
All right, very good. Well, folks, we're going to step away here just a couple of minutes here. Well, about a minute. We're going to step away and play our national anthem. We'll be back right after that with qualifying underway. So don't go anywhere. Sit tight, and we'll be back right after that. Good time to go get you a cold beverage and a snack. And be ready for some dirt racing here tonight at USA. All right, we'll be right back, folks.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back, and we're waiting for the first round here. Some guys to go out, turn the first rounds of qualifying. And, Chris, maybe you can kind of walk us through how you guys do this. You only send out X amount of guys at a time, correct?
Yes, that's correct. We send out typically 4, maybe 5 cars at a time. We all do 4 laps real quick. And then after we're done with the 4 laps, they all pull off in the infield, and then the next group goes. And so on and so forth until everybody's done.
Very good, very good. I guess that kind of keeps everybody from getting into one another when you're out there racing so close to each other.
Yeah, it's like the heat race without the racing. They all kind of spread out by about maybe 6 car lengths or so, 5 or so.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I just got word from Brian that we will be sending our first group out.
Okay, here they go.
All right, first car out is going to be number 3 of Alan French. Second car is going to be number 660 of Aaron Hayes. Third car is going to be Mikey Smith in number 2. Fourth car is going to be Brian Antonio in the number 5.
All right, very good.
We're going to do a really quick kind of slow race, and now we pick up the speed. We should be going green for 4 laps here. So far, so good. I don't see anyone getting into the wall or having any problems here so far.
Yeah, looking good. And so far, Brian has taken the top of the charts.
Yes, sir. That's a pretty good lap there by Brian, 19.234. See if anybody else has anything for him. I think Brian is going to be the one to watch for this race. He's always been very, very fast, very consistent. Then again, Joshua Gaiman had the fast time in practice with an 18.945, so he's also going to be one to watch.
Definitely. All right, looks like those drivers are done, I guess.
Yes, Mikey Smith now with a taking quick time, 19.202. Great job there by Mikey Smith in number 2.
Nice.
Now we'll see them backing off and coming into the infield here, coming down the pit road, and then we'll get the next group set up. Yeah, I like how they do their qualifying here. It's a little bit different from what everybody else does. All the other leagues I see, they either do heat races or just single car qualifying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way we do ours. We do the heat races and the trophy dash and the B main, then on to the A main. We do it all in one room. Works out pretty good.
Yeah, I've been a part of one late model league that did heat races and then a B main all in one room. Yep. It was very exciting, that's for sure, especially when you have 30 cars and only maybe 20 make the field.
Yeah, yes it is.
All right, our second group is rolling out. We have the number 4 of Colt Dyer, 35 of Corey Gruel, Donald Martin in the number 51, and Trevor Labat in the number 11.
All right, they're rolling. Corey Gruel.
Top speed at this track, very fast, hitting about 130 miles an hour by the time they get into turn 1.
I know, that's amazing.
You know, these are speeds that the 410 should be pulling. I'd assume the 410s are pulling maybe 145 down the straightaways and trying to get it slowed down to about 90, 95 miles an hour in the corners. It's definitely a talent to be had.
Trevor Labat just went into 5th. Donald Martin just cranked it up there and cranked up a faster lap and brought it into 3rd.
Yeah, Donald Martin with a 19.427. That's a great lap by him. We see Corey Gruel now up into 5th, knocking Trevor Labat down. Trevor Labat now with a rebuttal, 19.284. Yeah. That's good enough for 3rd place so far.
That was an awesome lap, man.
He had that 360 wing in there, let me tell you. No pun intended.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty good racing right there.
Absolutely. I don't know about you, but these 360 wing cars are always very exciting to watch, especially when they're just hauling the mail flat out, not even lifting, especially with maybe 3 or 4 gallons they put in here for qual trim.
Yeah, that's booking.
Yes, sir. And now we have our, I believe this is going to be our 3rd group lining up here. We have Greg Laney in the number 88, and Jonathan Danley in the number 05, Joshua Gaiman in the 177.
Hey, I remember Joshua Gaiman from a long time ago.
Oh, he's an excellent sprint car racer. I've had the pleasure to have raced with him a few times here in the. I think I raced with him a couple of times in the USAC 360 series last season. He's a very fast driver, and never fails to impress.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, I remember him from. We used to race together in the league a long time ago. Golly, man, I can't believe it. It's been quite a few years ago.
Yes, sir. As Jonathan Danley with quick time, 19.077. Excellent first lap. 2/10 faster. Do a little bit of research.
Yeah, he's right down there against that wall. Actually touched the wall that time.
Yes, sir. We see Joshua Gaiman now up in the 5th, 19.322. He's been digging pretty good, but pretty far off from his first place practice time of 18.945. Jonathan Danley now out of fuel. Joshua Gaiman up to 2nd place, 19.168. Wow. Excellent run there by Joshua.
Yes. We're going to have some guys out here going, man, what line do I need to get in to run that kind of fast time?
Absolutely. As quick time, Joshua Gaiman breaking into the 18s, 18.995. I don't think we're going to see anyone beat that lap time. That's an excellent lap by Joshua Gaiman.
That is wild right there. Well, looks like we got 3 more guys going on. Justin Clark. I can't make that out. What is that? I want
to say that's a Marnita Reimert.
There you go. And Brent Shear.
Yes, sir. We got one more back there. It's Trey Wagner.
And Trey Wagner. Yep, I missed him. How the heck did I miss him?
Kind of hard to miss with that paint scheme. That's an absolutely gorgeous car. Justin Clark up to 4th place with a 19.277. That's a very good lap, and kind of shocking to only see it 4th place so far.
Yeah, that Marnita is, man, he's got that thing. That car is really jacked up. If you look, that left front is just about buried into the ground. I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but
I believe that may be a glitch on iRacing's part, as we see Trey Wagner now up into 4th place with a 19.199. Not a bad lap.
Oh, contact there under qualifying conditions. Yeah, good lap by Trey. Holy smokes, where did that come from? Yep, I think you're right. I don't think anybody's going to touch that, what is it, 18.996 by Joshua Gaiman? I don't think anybody's going to touch that.
No, that's going to be it there. That's 18.995. That's going to be quick time.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, sometimes IRTVO don't show precise times, It usually rounds it up. Well, that's going to wrap up qualifying then.
All right, I just got word from Brian. We're going to have a really quick drivers meeting here. It should be about 4 or 5 minutes till we're set for a race time.
Sounds good. That'll give us a time to take a little bit of a breather here. And we got 26 people in there watching. That's pretty awesome, folks. Shoot that link out to all your friends and family, aunts, uncles, neighbors, cousins, brothers, sisters. Get it out there. Get people in here to watch us. This is going to be fantastic here tonight. I just have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be some great racing.
Absolutely. We're going to have some pretty fast cars here. Joshua Gaiman and BJ Brian Antonio are going to be very two cars that I'll have my eye on. That's for sure. Joshua Gaiman always been fast every time I watch him.
Well, after this race, folks, we'll have a short intermission. We're going to jump rooms, go into another room where we'll be in there with the Wingless cars. And they're going to run 30 laps. So, you know, there'll just be a short intermission in between. You don't want to go anywhere. Just go refresh your beverages there and grab you another snack. And by then we'll be back in here and ready for another round here, folks. So, it's going to be exciting. Hey, Kyle. Wow, long time no see. Kyle Meeks in chat. Awesome. Oh. All right, so let's see. Short drivers meeting going on right at the moment here, folks, and they'll be back. And yeah, pretty good qualifying times. Joshua Gaiman going to take up the pole position. What app is running the overlay for you? What? That's IRTVO. IRTVO. I don't know. ATVO's out there, but I really haven't had much hands-on experience with the ATVO yet. But I know the people that are using it really like it. But I guess I'm just kind of, I guess I don't want to jump ship here and go to a new program and have to learn all over again, I guess. And you can kind of alter things a lot better, but this is a little more difficult to do. I guess if I knew how to paint things, I could probably do it a lot better. But I got friends that have told me they would teach me how to paint, and I still don't know how to paint.
Looks like we're going to need a creative director or something, you know? I was not expecting anyone to get back into the 18s. I was very shocked by that.
I know. That was amazing. Amazing lap.
He must have been running 2 gallons of fuel or something and put helium in them tires.
Whatever he did, it worked. That was pretty awesome.
Absolutely. I was completely floored by that one. A little bit shocked by Brian Antonio with 6th place. I thought he would be farther up there, but I guess he just doesn't have the pace this race. Then again, it's only qualifying. Anything can happen in the race.
You said a mouthful there, you know. I mean, you can go out and lay down a fast qualifying lap, but if you can do that every lap to stay out ahead, good. All right.
Yeah, looks like the track's starting to take a little bit of rubber there, going into turn number 1. Possibly going into turn number 3 as well. I can't quite see there at the moment, but looks like we're going to have a pretty good race going on for us.
Awesome. Well, who's ready for 40 laps here at USA tonight? Woohoo! You know, I think there was a lot of kind of misreading this track here when it first came out. I think there was a lot of people didn't like it, and now I think there's gotten to be more people that are liking it. You know, it's a altogether different than Volusia or Eldora. You know, pretty fun.
Yeah, this track is a 3/4 mile track. Of course, it was paved, and then iRacing decided to slap some dirt on it, and I think a lot of people are liking it. You know, it's different from the high banks of Eldora and a little different from the dogleg over of Volusia. I know this is probably my my favorite dirt track that they have so far. I ran 360 non-wing cars here and a couple 410 wing cars, and it all ended up pretty well as we're now advancing to the race session.
Yep, here we go. We're getting them lined up here on the grid. All right. Okay, starting on the pole, Joshua Gaiman with an 18.996. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Justin Clark will start on the outside of the front row in second. Jonathan Danley in third. Trey Wagner fourth. Mikey Smith starting fifth. Brian and Antonio will start sixth place. Trevor Labaugh in seventh. Marnita, I guess it is. Raymert will start eighth place. Donald Martin ninth. Aaron Hayes 10th. Brent Shear 11th, Corey Gruel in 12th, Alex French starting 13th, Greg Laney will start 14th, Colton Dyer in 15th. Did we have somebody? Yep, we had somebody join, and it messed up my IRTVO. Somebody joined the room.
Yes, sir. We've had some unauthorized personnel there in form of Chaz Baczynski. He's been very fast every time I've watched him as well, but guess he wasn't allowed in for qualifying, so he'll miss out on that one.
Yep. All right. Well, we're out here and ready to rock and roll here, folks. Joshua Gaiman starting on the pole.
This is going to be a very exciting race. I took a really quick look at the track via satellite, and looks like so far doesn't really seem to be taking as much rubber as I'd expect it to. It's definitely taking some rubber on entry, but middle is pretty fresh, but on exit it's a little bit of rubber as well. You're going to have to watch how you take your corners here.
All right, here we go, rolling out.
Pace car is rolling, or a pace truck rather is rolling. We're gonna have one pace lap, and then we will, I believe, and then we will be going to green. Very snazzy iRacing pickup out front. I like that little addition. Kind of brings.
Oh yeah.
Kind of drives it back home for the short track fans.
I know that was awesome when they put that in there. Too bad it didn't have a little bit of a rumble to it, but it sounds like the Ford Mustang when it's going around there.
Yeah, for the I know out here at Kansas Speedway in Peoria, Arizona, we got San Chevrolet Silverados going around there leading the USAC cars.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty cool to see another pickup leading some pretty hefty sprint cars.
All right, folks, one more time around, we're going to be going green.
I can tell you one thing as a driver. I know this. When you're pacing under these two pace laps, it's very, very nerve-wracking. You know, you don't want to be the cause of the first caution at the first corner. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys take it here.
Absolutely. Well, we're about to find out because they're about to go green. 40
yes,
laps.
sir. Pace car. Pace truck is in, and now it's all Joshua Gaiman. Green flag is out.
Good start.
Joshua Gaiman got a fantastic start. He's going to lead the field on the bottom.
Oh, they get all caught up here. Yeah, Danley all over them.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a stacking up there. No yellow, though.
He's going to take the lead away from Gaiman. Slide job up in front of him.
Jonathan Danley to the bottom. Joshua Gaiman looks like right up on top.
Yeah.
Side by side for the lead. Great racing between Gaiman and Danley.
We got somebody off the track back there, but no caution. I think that was Mikey Smith, it looks like. And these guys are still battling. Is it Danley? Danley, I guess it is. Didn't even let Gaiman lead the first lap. Boy, he has led both laps so far. That's pretty awesome. Justin Clark in third. Brian Antonio coming alive here. Up the fourth.
Yes, sir. We see Jonathan Danley had a very strong start here. Very surprised by that as we see one car in the pits. I assume he took a tumble a little bit on the front straightaway there a couple laps ago.
And Gaiman took it to the bottom. And he got a good run. I think he led that lap. Yes, he did.
Now it's three wide for second place.
Look at this.
That was very close there for second place. I was a little bit afraid to start breathing there. I thought something bad was going to happen there as they kind of calmed down a little bit now. Justin
Clark hangs on to third. Let's go back in the field here. Trey Wagner back to seventh after starting fourth. And he's into the wall. Wow, what a flip. Did you see that?
I did. All four tires come off the ground.
He flipped it completely, completely over right back on his wheels and right back into the gas.
Yes, sir. That's very impressive there as we got another battle for the lead here.
Yeah, but that car is hurting. He's hurt bad.
Yeah, it's not handling very well.
No.
Looks like he's missing a nose wing and possibly has a lot of rear end damage as well. Could have knocked it out of alignment.
Yep, Danley
never good.
Back to the lead. Gaiman second, Justin Clark third, and Brian Antonio still trying to work over Clark. He has tried every line, I think, out here. He just cannot get the run. Contact between him and Justin Clark.
They're going to go side by side in a turn number one. Oh, Clark kind of moves up right in front of him.
Yes, he did. Antonio trying to dig on the bottom, but he can't make it. Clark got that run off that high side.
Kind of looks like he pinched him a little bit low there on entry, but he's we're side by side here for, I believe this is a podium position, third place. Justin Clark had third there, but at the line, but Brian Antonio gets by him.
Yes, he did.
Brian Antonio now in third place.
We see that a lot, man. That's the only way that you can actually kind of set that pass in stone is you got to slide up in front of the person. You hate to do that to them, but that's dirt racing for you. That's a product of the sport right there. That's what you got to do.
Yes, sir. Especially when the track kind of slickens off there. It's oh, we have a caution now. Didn't see what happened here.
No, I didn't see. How come I didn't get a caution?
We are doing manual cautions here.
Oh, okay. They didn't actually throw a caution. They just called out a caution.
And we're slowing down here to about 35 miles an hour here.
Okay, all right.
I didn't quite see what happened, but whatever happened, it must have been pretty big. 2 cars, I believe, for the first 20 laps after After 20 laps, going to be 3 cars.
And I see Alex French took his car behind the wall, so he is done for the night. Or for the race. Let me put it that way. He may be back in the wingless ones. I don't know. Well, single file
we are
restarts. Here
going
we
green.
go. Green is out.
Green flag is out. Brian Antonio now diving for second place. Gets a little bit on the grass. Side by side for second place. Outside's got the momentum. Brian Antonio is going to have to settle for third for now.
Trevor Labaugh, 5th place. He's catching up to Justin Clark. Justin can't get things squared away again here. Since Brian Antonio got by him, he just has not been able to find the speed that he needs to get back up there with Brian.
Yeah, he had a very good qualifying time, second quick, but I guess he just doesn't have the race pace yet, or maybe he's trying to bring in the high side a little bit better. It looks like he's trying to go to the outside of Brian Antonio down this front straightaway, but didn't have the close-up speed there to do it.
Aaron Hayes in 8th. Donald Martin, that is 9th place. Boy, Donald's out of shape there. Really squirrely on the exit of that turn. But up front, it just seems like, we got a couple that got together. No caution.
We got a big wreck, huge wreck on the front straightaway. It looks like Trevor Labaugh upside down.
Yeah, what the heck? No caution on that?
We
must
do have a caution. They
Okay, they didn't turn cautions on. Okay, all right. Now I got it. I was wondering how come the cautions weren't coming out.
Yeah, I got our main admin here and right in my ear, so whenever if there's a caution, I'll see it, I'll spot it for him, then he'll call it, and everybody slows down.
Okay. All right, well, this is the second caution of the race here then. Trevor Labaugh is on pit road, and I'm sure he's going to probably use one of them resets to get back out. But he's going to be way back in the field now. Boy, and he was up there bidding for 4th place, and man, that's a heartbreaker there when you're out there running that hard.
Yes, sir. I just got word we will be going green out of turn number 4 here, so hopefully we can get a good long run here. So far, so good for our leader here. Joshua Gaiman trying to get back up front. Brian J. Antonio.
We go back
trying
to
work
green.
the bottom, side by side for second place immediately. 2 wide, 2 rows deep. Brian Antonio to second place. Excellent move there.
Yeah, but Gavin might be coming back. I don't know. He got a pretty good run off of the turn right there. And he does. He drives it to the bottom. Antonio way up high. He cuts it back to the bottom, side by side.
Side by side for second place. Brian Antonio ducks it down bottom, tries to clear Gaiman there. Can't quite get it done.
The Gaiman's really been getting some good runs off of that high side, I'll tell you that.
Yes, sir. He's got that top side figured out.
Yes, he does. He's up there close to that cushion, and that's where you really find a lot of grip up there, close to that cushion. You don't want to get into the cushion, but stay close to it. Corey Gruel now into 5th. Coming from 12th place up to 5th. That's pretty amazing to march up through the field right there.
Yes, sir. That's very good for him. He's been didn't show the pace in qualifying, but it looks like he's got some pretty good race pace. It's very hard to pass in these win cars.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we see Brian Antonio still in 3rd, working on Joshua Gaiman. Gaiman now hunting down Danley. Now we have a battle for, I believe this is 7th place, 3-car battle. Just throw them under a blanket. Now down to 2. Greg Laney and Mernita Reimert. Because now it looks like Greg kind of checks out. No, it's almost side by side there for 7th place.
Yep, Marnita took it right down to the bottom there. He's still not giving up on that. He's still hanging loose right there in the turns. He's trying to get a run on him.
Yeah, he's got the wing pretty far back, so he's probably started out with a really loose car, trying to tighten up now as he goes down the bottom side by side for 7th place. Into turn number 1. And Renita goes down the bottom.
And almost contact between them two as he slid up into him. And he looks like he may have him right here. He is finding some bite. He's finding some bite down there on that bottom.
Yeah, it looks like he's just dodging the slick and slides up almost right in front of him. Now side by side. Oh, big wiggle. A little bit of contact. Renita's going to get away scot-free.
Yep, that put a couple of the drivers way back there. Aaron Hayes now going to go. He's going to try to get up there with Greg Laney.
Aaron Hayes having a peek to the inside. He's got a bumper there. Not quite there, though. He's going to try to see if he tries something going into turn number 3.
Well, back up front here, Joshua Gaiman is closing in on Jonathan Danley. And you know how he's been having that great runs on the high side. If he can get a nose on the outside of Danley. No, he's trying on the bottom, and there he goes. He goes around him. Oh, a little bit too hard. Gets up into the cushion. Danley's going to come right back on the inside. And it's a drag race down the stretch, man. I'm telling you what, these guys are racing it up hard right now. They're switching back and forth. And there goes Gaiman.
That was an excellent crossover there by Gaiman as Gaiman pushes high. Here comes Danley to the inside. Which may open up something for Brian Antonio sitting there waiting in the wings in 3rd place.
Oh, slide job up in front of Gaiman. Gaiman says, I'm not intimidated by that slide job. I'm going to just drive it in here and I'll just pull back ahead. Danley back around him again. Holy
Battling
smokes.
hard for the lead. Gaiman looks like he almost took out the front stretch wall there.
And there was contact between them two again. And Brian Antonio's got a front row seat to all this, man. This is unbelievable racing between them two.
Oh, yes, they've been running very close. Brian Antonio gets him the wall coming off of turn number 4.
Yes, he did.
See if that affects his car, and he might have knocked the rear end out of placement just a little bit.
You don't notice it so much in these cars, though. Once you get, unless it's super damaged, you don't really notice it a whole lot. You know, you're sideways anyhow going into the turns.
Yeah, it's doesn't really matter.
Game into the inside. Danley hanging on the outside. Man, these guys are just digging for all they can find out here right now.
Gaiman to the inside, massive slide job. Danley's going to cross him over on the bottom, gets a little bit in the slick there. Side by side for the lead, going into turn number 1. Jonathan Danley slide job again. Here comes Gaiman on the bottom, cross him over yet again. Excellent race for the lead so far.
Man, I'm telling you what, these guys are, man, it's just unbelievable. Oh, they called a caution here?
Caution is out.
Well, I see a lot of guys have taken their cars behind the wall. So I don't know if they've incident out or what's happened, but we're down to 8 drivers left in this race.
Yeah, this track is definitely taking a toll on these cars. I guess Mikey having some connection issues here. Mikey Smith.
Yeah, I see that. He just fell out of TeamSpeak. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I just heard we're gonna have a yellow if anyone has any connection issues such as that.
Oh, okay.
We're going green next time by.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. It's going to be a short stint to the end. And right now, I don't know who I would call to be the winner coming out of this, because with Brian Antonio right there, he could slip in there and steal it away from both of them.
Yeah, if either Gaiman or Danley, if they get I believe if they get a little bit too rowdy, Brian Antonio is going to be right there, and he could steal this victory. Hanging pretty tough in 3rd, but how about that 4th place for Cody Gruel coming from, I believe he said 12th place.
Yeah, 12th place.
He's got an excellent run going as we will be going green this time by. We will have, I believe, 5 laps to go on green. Green flag is out. 5 laps to go. We're going to see Going to have a very good race on our hands. Almost 3 wide immediately in turn number 1.
I seen that. They thought better of that because, boy, that could have been a mess right there.
That could have been ugly. And now we got one car bent out of shape, a little bit of contact, but we're still green. As now, we see Jonathan Danley go a little bit too low.
And there goes Brian's going to get the run.
Move Brian Antonio up into second place. Here comes
Danley back.
Comes Danley back to the inside. Massive slide job. Antonio's going to try to cross him over, going down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go. Brian dives it down to the bottom, gets a little bit in slick. He slides up. Here comes Danley. And now it's looks kind of like a 4-car battle for podium position. As Danley just dives it in there, bounces it off the cushion. Here comes Antonio on the bottom. 2 laps to go. Joshua Gaiman is kind of checked out on the field as they're battling Antonio now.
And there goes some lap traffic by Danley. Oh my!
Danley out of fuel. Jonathan Danley. Brian J. Antonio out of fuel.
Man, they're running that close on fuel. Holy smokes! White flags in the air for Joshua Gaiman to bring it home.
Yes, sir, but here comes Trey Wagner now. The number 46 going to try something on the outside, coming to the stripe. Who's it going to be? Side by side for the lead. It is going to be... Joshua Gaiman runs out of fuel.
Oh, my word. You've got to be kidding me. Corey Gruhl going to bring it home? You know what?
There's been an error. Trey Wagner was a lap down.
Yeah,
didn't I realize that Joshua Gaiman, from what I see, is going to pick up the win. Marnita Reamer at second place. Corey Gruhl in third place.
Yeah. Let's check this out. Yep. You're right. Gaiman will come home the winner. Wow. Well, I don't know how much time we got in between sessions, whether we got enough time to interview the top 3 if they're all in here or not. But let's get Joshua Gaiman down here and start out with him. Josh Gaiman, you got a copy?
I got you.
Holy smokes, brother. What a race out there.
Yeah, man. Ran out of fuel in 2 here.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you. Well, I'll tell you what. You still wound up bringing it home here tonight. But, man, tell me about the racing between you and Danley there. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, he had a lot more speed in the race than I had anticipated. And it just took me a little bit to get my rhythm going and for the top to come in. If the top doesn't come in here, I'm not that great. So gladly it did, and I could get around him.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Well, we were talking just prior to that we weren't sure, when that caution flew, that last caution, who was going to come out the winner because of the way you and Danley were back and forth. But Brian was sitting there watching that whole thing. He had a bird's eye view of the whole thing, and he could have slipped in there and took that away from both of you, but he didn't. And we've seen some cars run out of fuel, but how did you have enough fuel? Did you put a full tank in or what?
The top 3 that was there running there, we were all running the same fuel. I ran 42 laps in practice earlier with the same amount of fuel, and then they run out on lap 39. So I guess it's just the difference. You're racing harder, using up more fuel, and I had about 0.2 laps of fuel at the line. So then I ran out going into 1.
Wow, man, I'm telling you what. Well, congratulations on your win Josh, we were just talking a while ago. It's been a long time since I've seen you out there on a track, man. A long time.
Yeah,
I can't even remember.
I've been around racing, but man, it's the same here. I haven't talked to you in a long time. So
was that back in the Nordgaard days or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
it's been a long time, man. Yeah, it's good to be back in victory lane, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, congrats again, buddy. And anybody you want to thank tonight?
Brian for on the race, and you guys for doing the broadcasting. It's always fun to watch those. Everybody that showed up, it was a pretty fun race.
All right, brother. Well, congrats again, and go celebrate that. And hopefully we'll be back here soon to broadcast more races for you guys, because that was some awesome racing, I got to say.
Yeah, definitely. I got to fill it up and take wings off, so we'll go give it a shot there.
Yep. All right. Okay, we got, let's see, who's in second? I don't know if he's not even in here. And third place is not in here either. So we don't have any of the other two in here. So let's run down through the results here. Josh Gaiman coming home with the win. Marnita Raymert will come in second. Corey Gruel third. Justin Clark fourth. Brian Antonio fifth. Aaron Hayes sixth. Trey Wagner seventh. Jonathan Danley eighth after running out of fuel. Man, what a bummer that is. Man, I can't imagine running out of fuel. Mikey Smith in ninth. Greg Laney 10th. Colt Dyer will finish 11th. Donald Martin 12th. Brent Shear 13th. Trevor Labaugh 14th. Alex French, and the rest of them guys did not start the race. So, all right, so big congratulations here to Joshua Gaiman for the first round here, folks. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with round 2 here in just a few minutes. All right, folks, we're back. I must have hit a number or something there. Sorry about that. But we're back. I'm in their team speak over here. I got another broadcast here. They're going to be doing the Wingless sprint cars, folks. Let me take a look at what we got here. We got 30 minutes of practice and 20 minutes of qualifying. So they got a little bit of practice time. I don't have a car cam for these, and these are going to be, wow. These are going to be tricky out here, I can tell you that. Why? What do you need in there? What are you needing, Charles? Well, I don't know, Kyle. Where are you racing at nowadays? I guess it all depends on where you're racing at nowadays. That we could get together. I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem with it now and then. I thought you did a pretty good job there when you helped me there a couple times. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back. I'll meet you in your Discord there, Charles, right after the race.
Hey, Rudy. We're going to be started here in 2 minutes. We're going to be starting here in about 2 minutes. Yes, sir.
Sounds good. Not a big field here tonight.
Yeah, we typically don't get too many cars for a non-wing, but it'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, all right, have a good one.
Yep, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, a couple minutes here. They'll be advancing the session to qualifying, so we're ready to go here, ready to rock and roll. I'm anxious to see how these wingless cars are going to do. This is going to be awesome. Everybody ready to see what these wingless cars can do? I am. What killed chat? What killed chat? Oh, he's up on the wall. That's cool. Hanging out. Heck, he's still hung up on the wall. Oh, there, finally he got off the wall. Alright. Looks like they're advancing it to qualifying. I'm not sure if this is going to be full field qualifying or if they're going to do like they did in the last one. Being there's only 9 of them, they may wind up just doing 4 at a time or whatever here. I'm not sure. We'll find out here in just a minute. All right, Chris Cone taking him out. Now, Chris was in the booth with me in the last one there, if you remember. He's going to get his chance to go out here and see what he can do. Like Brian Antonio and Brent Shear. And they're off and going. A little bit to get them going here, but once they get going, they're not doing too bad. Can't touch that wall, because if you do, it nullifies that time, that lap. So altogether different here from the winged cars. And Brian Antonio goes to the top, beating up Chris Cone. Not by much, just about a tenth. There, Chris Cone backed that up, but now let's see. So does Brian Antonio. Those two back and forth. Brent Shear quite a ways back in time, but still third place on the board at the moment. Antonio. Looks like he's calling it quits. Chris Cone comes in. That'll do it for that round. Alright, looks like next up. Oh man, why am I always having trouble with that name? All right, Trevor LeBas, Donald Martin, and Colton Dyer. A little bit different in these cars. God. And Donald Martin just took it into third. And Trevor LeBas backed that up. And now Donald Martin backed it up. These guys are trading places. And then Trevor LeBas again. Holy smokes. Back and forth. They keep getting faster as the fuel burns off in these things, making them lighter. Can pick up a lot more top speed. Donald Martin just got into the wall there. He's okay. Ooh. And Trevor LeBas just took it to the top. Whoa. Wow, what a lap by Trevor LeBas. Good night. That was one heck of a lap right there. All right. Marnita Raymert out here. Robert Hawker. And Joshua Gaiman. That's the last three that are left. It looks like, here we go. They're winding them up. If anybody can top Trevor LeBau's time. Gaiman just put it into 5th. He won the winged sprint cars, but this is going to be a little different out here for Josh. And Gaiman just put it into 3rd. Robert Hawker into 5th now. And Marnita, I'll get that out right. Marnita into 7th. Wow, there's some fast times. Hawker, man, he was laying it down right there, trying to get one more lap out of it. But boy, wow, that was some amazing laps right there by them guys. All right, I'm sure they're probably going to be just a quick minute here, and we'll get things sorted out and get everybody on the grid. But nice lap by Trevor LeBau. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. I don't see Trevor in TeamSpeak, so I won't be able to talk to him. All right, they'll be starting here in just a couple of minutes here. He just let me know. So it gives you a couple minutes to step away real quick and grab you a snack or something. And we'll be back here ready to line them up on the grid.
Hey, Rudy, just letting you know we'll be going live in 2 minutes.
All right, man.
For the race.
All right, I'm ready.
Cool.
Yep.
Right on, man.
Well, good luck to all the drivers. I think they're going to need the luck here out here with no wings on these cars. It's going to be a little rougher to handle. I want to see how this is going to go. The same thing here, folks. 40 laps for these guys. I think they'll go a little quicker probably because fewer cars, fewer cautions. Admins will be watching though, I'm sure, and we'll see how this goes here in just a minute. I guess what they do here is they actually throw the cautions manually, rather, they voice command rather than actually having iRacing throw the caution. So that's kind of cool. That's a cool way of doing it. Kind of like that. That way they can get green a lot quicker too. So you wait for iRacing usually 3 laps. They can get it back going in a lap or so, lap or 2 maybe. All right, looks like qualifying is over. They are advancing the session. We're onto the grid. Let's get everybody down here on the track and get them accounted for. Starting on the pole, Trevor Labat with a 20.778. A little slower times than what we've seen in the winged cars. Brian Antonio will start second. Joshua Gaiman third. Robert Hawker in fourth. Chris Cohn fifth. Donald Martin sixth. Marnita Reimert will start seventh. Colt Dyer in eighth. Brent Shear ninth. And Trevor Royer will start out. I guess he's a late joiner here. He will start 10th. If he's even in there. I don't know. He may not be in there. But waiting to get here Trevor Labat as they get ready to get the green flag and get the okay to get going. Hey, we're on a roll. Looking good so far, huh? Yeah, about 10 drivers out there. Pretty awesome. Heck yeah, we had a late arrival there. Trevor Royer, he'll take up the rear of the field, starting 10th place. I think, somewhere back in there. He'll be back there a ways. Couple of laps around here. We'll be going green, so get ready for more excitement here on the dirt, folks. Thanks to iRacing for their dirt iRacing, man. This has been an amazing race. Oh, what the heck? Somebody's car just died there. Robert Hawker. What the heck happened to his car? Wow. Something major happened to his car. Or we'll be going green next time. Bye, folks. Get ready. Trevor Labat, bringing him to the line. All right, pace truck heads to pit road. There it goes.
Ready, green.
Green flag is out. Wow, cars all over the place. A lot of bumping and banging going on in the back. And Trevor Labat into the wall. And I think they threw a caution there or something. Oh, we got, what the heck? I ain't really sure what happened there. I'm not really sure what happened. Golden tire, like, I don't know what happened. I'm at a loss here. I'm not really sure what happened. What happened there?
I'm not entirely sure, but got word that we are going to be restarting the server. Everyone's going to drop out. Everyone's backing out, and we're going to re-put it up.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it shouldn't be too long. We'll be back on.
All right, folks, we're back here. They had to put up another room. Something happened in that room. They were like, everybody was like, "Whoa, man!" It was a mess. But brand new room going up here. They're going to line up the practice. They're not going to do the practice and qualifying. They're all going to line up where they started. And yeah, we'll get this thing underway here to line up. So sorry about that, folks. Thank you for being patient. We appreciate that very, very much here at MaxSpeedTV. And folks, I want to make an announcement here since we did reach the 2,500 subscriber mark a week from this Saturday, which I don't have a calendar in front of me here. If you can give me a minute, I can look that up. We will be putting on an event here for, let's see, this Saturday is the 24th. So it would be the 1st of July. We will be putting on an event for the subscriber race. I haven't decided what car and track yet, but it will be in the hosted section. There'll be a lot of people that will know about it, so it'll be first come, first serve. And but we will be giving away money, so you'll want to get in on that. Not just to the drivers, but to people in chat. So, and I wanted to thank all the admins, the moderators in chat, Steam King, Sword, a bunch of them there, Josh Medlock. I want to thank all them guys for all the hard work that they've done all season long to make that happen. All the things that they do in chat to keep you guys informed and everything. So. Okay, so they're going to kick it off here, and they're going to be lining up in the order that they were supposed to have lined up. So just be patient. But anyhow, yeah, we'll be giving away money. I'm not sure exactly how much money I can afford at the moment here, but we'll be giving that out, and I got to look and see how much money. I think I got enough money in my PayPal to cover it. So, all right, looks like they're advancing the session here, folks, and we're going to get ready to go. It is 40 laps. It looks like all the same folks were in here that were in the other session. They'll be advancing it through qualifying and the whole 9 yards here. But you'll be able to follow that through our Facebook page. My website is down at the moment. Where I got it, they're doing some changeover on some stuff, so some new things coming for the website, I guess. So it's it was Trevor Labaugh is the one that actually took the he was the pole sitter. So these guys will have to get lined up the way they were, and then they'll get the green flag to start. So because Trevor is clearing the back here. All right, hopefully they do better this time. I don't think I'll be doing it the third. They'll have to regroup and try it again next time. So if they don't get it going this time here, we'll probably be shutting the broadcast off. So just so you all know, I mean, I'm not trying to be a dork about it. Just, you know, gosh, man, this is turning into an all-nighter here. Yeah, I think they're getting ready to get lined up. Trevor Labaugh should be our, it'll be after the pace truck gets them started. They won't go, they'll get lined up. Alright, pace truck's in now. They'll get lined up the way they're supposed to start, which will be Trevor LeBas should be in the front, which he's getting up there. I think once they get everything lined up here, then we'll be back underway. So just be patient, folks. We're about to see what these cars can do here without the wings on them. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, sorry about the little confusion there, but they obviously were having some issues there. I'm not sure what, but all right, I think they got everybody lined up, and I think we're ready to go green here in just a minute, folks. About one more lap. All right, here we go. Green, green, green. Much better start this time. Dyer, down on the bottom. We got one into the wall. Oh, no. I don't know who that was, but they got it back going again. Wow, how the heck did they do that? I ain't really sure how they did that. But I think they... Oh, we got more caught up in the caution. And I think the admins are throwing a caution here. I'm not sure. Or are they going to just stay green? I guess maybe they're just going to stay green. Brian Antonio, second place. Everybody else is just trying to catch up. Robert Hawker in third. It was unfortunate there. Chris Cohn, way back in 9th place, he's bringing it to pit road to use one of them resets. Trevor LeBas. Brian Antonio taking it to the bottom, looking for some grip down there. Boy, it's going to be hard without these wings. It's going to be really hard to pass. He gets way up into the cushion. Well, that slowed him up a lot. Hawker close by, 1 second behind Brian Antonio right now. And it looks like they have thrown the caution there, I guess. And that's probably good news for some of them guys that were way back. We got several guys that are laps down now. Brent Shear looks like he does go to pit road. Hey, NASCAR 88, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see all you guys still hanging out with me here, man. That's pretty cool. Y'all come back there in between and checking it out. Appreciate that. And these guys will appreciate it too. These are the ARDC, the USAC Eastern Regional 360 Sprint cars, and we are at USA tonight for 40 laps. They've already done the wing. Now they're doing the Wingless 360 sprint cars. But these are much more difficult to get a grip on and handle. We've seen some guys run out of fuel on that last race. Let's hope that doesn't happen again tonight, because that cost Brian Antonio a possible win or even a possible podium, you know. So that was really kind of... All right, here we go. Green, green, green. These guys do it a little bit different than what I'm used to. Trevor Royer in fourth. Got some lap cars in between Colton Dyer. Or Colt Dyer. I don't know what. I keep saying Colton. I mean Colt. Brent Shear to the back. Chris. Looks like Chris Hone is going to take it behind the wall. I'm not sure. But up in front, Trevor LaBasse still leading. Brian Antonio trying to catch up. Well, these guys, they're a lot slower. If you notice, they're a lot slower than the wing cars, because there's no downforce whatsoever. These cars are so light, no downforce. Wow, that was a close one there for Brian Antonio. And now we've got some guys that are on the tail here. We've got a three-way battle going on right here. Trevor Royer looking for some grip. Very difficult to find grip with these things, and caution is out again, folks. I can't tell you where the caution is because I don't know. So it's what the admins see that I am not seeing or whatever on the track. I think it might have been Trevor Royer, but I don't know. Got a couple guys that may be able to get by here. I'm not sure. Nope. Chris has left. I guess he didn't want to... Yep, Chris Cohn left. He left the room and left TeamSpeak. So Trevor LaBasse still out in the lead. All right, single file restart here for the boys. Brian Antonio second, Robert Hawker third, Trevor Royer fourth, and Donald Martin. That's your top five. We're down to 8 drivers, and they are all back on the lead lap now. I think they let them pass here to get back on the lead lap, so that's good. I don't think they're racing for blood. They're more racing for fun than anything. I mean, that's what it should be. You know, if you're out here to not have fun, you might want to think about taking up some other kind of sport or something, because this is what it's all about. This is the fun part right here. This takes the seriousness of asphalt and throws the fun in it for dirt, because you're sideways, what, 3/4 of the time you're sideways pretty much, or well, half the time maybe. All right, so they should be going green this time. They're all lined up and ready to go. Here we go. Green, green, green. Brian Antonio trying to find some digging down there on the bottom. Has not been able to find it yet. Trevor LaBasse holding him off coming out of the turn. That's turn 4. And Trevor LaBasse still got him at the line. Oh, and he's into the wall. Trevor LaBasse into the wall. That's going to probably bring out a caution. Oh, man, what a hit he just took right there. And that put Brian out front, and I believe the caution is out. No, caution is not out. What? They're caught up to lap traffic, so we got lap cars in front, lap cars in the back. Robert Hawker takes over the lead. And another one hard into the wall back there, Donald Martin. And he already toes at the pit road. Side-by-side battle here. Donald Martin takes over the lead. Yep, Trevor Labaud takes it behind the wall. He is done for the night. Hawker in second. Trevor Royer third. Boy, just so quick how it changed, because Brian Antonio is all the way back in fifth now. Wow, what a change of events up in the front here. Hawker and Royer going at it. Hawker gets a good run off of that high side. He is looking for some grip. Antonio could be in trouble. He's got Marnita. Gosh, I keep forgetting how to pronounce that. And Trevor Royer, boy, he is battling hard here with Robert Hawker. Hawker does the old slide job up in front of Royer. This isn't quite as exciting, I don't think, as that wing drape was. That was, man, that was really exciting. Colt Dyer takes his car behind the wall. Only 5 of them left out there surviving. But Donald Martin pulling away. And caution is out again here, folks. Not sure why everybody's right there together, but the admins felt it necessary to throw a caution. I ain't going to question that. I'm not an admin. 5 cars left in the race to iron this all out. Here we go, green. Whoa, man, Antonio right up in front of Royer. Royer fourth. And boy, we're getting some passing going on now. Hawker in trouble. I keep going to call him Hooker. It's Hawker. Antonio gets by. He goes into second. Hawker back to third. Royer fourth. And Raymer back here in 5th place. He just up into that cushion, can't find any grip. Royer on the outside. He goes around Hawker. Hawker goes back to 4th. And oh my God, Reimer trying to get a run on him. Can't find that grip. Oh, man, that was close. How do them guys keep it off of each other? I don't have a clue. But Donald Martin is fixing to take 13 to go here, folks. Antonio second. He's not been able to get up there close, but there you go. There's a little bird's eye view there. And boy, he's on the tail of Donald Martin now. And he may have done a slide job on him right there. Nope, not good enough though. Donald Martin holds him off. Royer right there in third. It looks like Raymert has taken his car behind the wall, so we're down to 4 drivers left. Antonio, he's still trying to see if he can't make a run on that bottom, but he just has not been able to find anything down there. Now maybe moving up the track a little bit might have helped. And there's almost 3 wide right there, folks. Royer takes it in deep. Oh, man. These guys are they're driving it in so hard that they can't come out of the turn right. Martin still in the lead. Coming to 8 to go this time by, oh, a little contact between him and Antonio. Rubbin's racing. Rubbin is racing, folks. And Antonio bidding for the lead. He does a slide job on Donald Martin. Martin comes back. He's digging. Oh, a little contact between him and Antonio. They're 3 wide. Holy smokes. And Trevor Royer's going to slip by. This ain't over with yet, folks. This is not over with yet. Martin back around Antonio. Hawker sitting there in 4th, saying, man, what happened? And it happened so quick. I'm no longer the leader. Royer hanging on to it. He's got a little bit of distance now on Donald Martin. Martin and Antonio are racing so hard back here, they're actually losing time to Royer out there right now. Oh my God, Antonio out of shape. These guys are right, left, right, left, right, left. Oh my gosh. Let's ride along here real quick with Antonio. Watch him saw this wheel. You got to go by Hawker, but well, I'll tell you, Royer's out there, going to take 3 to go this time. Almost contact. Again. Martin with a clean windshield. How the heck does he get a clean windshield? Or visor, whichever. This is where the race is at right now, but Royer about to take 1 to go here. Well, another lap, excuse me. Be 2 to go here. 2 to go at the line. Donald Martin in 2nd. Wow, that's some good racing right there. Antonio's all over Donald Martin for 2nd. Royer out there so far. He is 3 seconds ahead. 3 seconds, and he just took the white flag, folks. Next time by, he's going to get the win, but who's going to get 2nd? Antonio's got a little bit of a lead. Oh, we got... Oh, Martin into the wall, and Antonio's going to come home 2nd. Hawker 3rd. So Trevor Royer will win here. Finally getting this done here. This was pretty amazing racing, I gotta say. I've never done a wingless car race before, but that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. So Trevor Royer winning. Let's get a word in with Trevor here.
Checker flag.
Trevor Royer, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Holy smokes, Trevor. That was crazy back there for the longest time. How did you get around all that mess?
You know, I was just sitting back there trying to be as patient as possible. I knew Brian was good. I raced with him in official races all the time. And I knew I was just as fast as them. I was just waiting for my moment. And when they both went up top coming out of 4, I just tucked down and hoped that it worked. Well,
it worked, man. I'll tell you what, that was a great finish. I know you had about a 3-second lead over them guys. You had to have been loving life right about that time, watching those guys racing each other back there so hard.
Yeah, I was watching the distance get greater and greater, and I was just hitting my line.
Wow. Well, anybody you want to thank for this win here? This is my first broadcast of a wingless sprint car. So this was pretty amazing because this is, you know, it's a whole different story than it was with the wings on them.
Oh yeah, well I wasn't even part of the winged race.
Yeah.
But I have more fun in the wingless cars than the wing cars.
Well,
I got to thank Brian for hosting this race. I know we had to restart it once, but I'm glad we could get it done.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a great race, Trevor. So congrats on your win, and go celebrate, buddy, and I hope to see you real soon. I hope to be back here and doing more of this with you guys.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, I don't know if Brian's still here. Well, we could probably just jump up to the room with them. Brian, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, the old slide job on them guys out there, man, I'll tell you what, it looks like you guys were having a lot of fun. Well, you kind of got the bad end of the deal there once and got up into the wall or up into the cushion, and it was really loose up there. But you managed to pull it out, and you brought it home second tonight. So tell me about the racing out there.
It was so badass. I honestly have to admit, I mean, I lost the lead because I stepped on it, but everyone we were racing against, me, Hawker, Martin, Trevor, I didn't even know who was going to win. I thought I had it wrapped up until I went high. And then we were all just in a pack, pass after pass after pass. Like, even though we made contact, that was probably the funnest race I've ever been in, because you're racing against real cars. And, I mean, people we race against in real life. And
yeah,
it's fun to just throw sliders, rub a little bit, but at the same time, we were so close together. It was awesome. It was fun.
Well, I know I've been asking everybody this all night long, but now compared to the winged car, which would you prefer, or which would you say was more fun tonight?
I would have to say, honestly, I mean, a lot of people don't like to race wingless, and there was obviously less cars. I mean, that was a given. That's just how it is. In real life, it's a different story, but even with a less amount of cars of wingless, the wingless race was by far the best race ever. Even though there were slide jobs like crazy and winged, we were all in a pack wingless, and it was lead change after lead change. So I definitely have to say wingless.
Well, you guys look like you had a lot of fun out there, and I guess that is the most important thing. You got to have fun. So,
no doubt.
Anybody you want to thank for your second place finish?
Number one, thanks Rudy for broadcasting, and then this Small Car Weekly and Wayne Lesher of the legitimate ARDC midget series.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for talking with us, and go celebrate that second place finish there with Trevor.
Thank you. I will do.
All right, buddy. All right, folks. Let's run down through the final results here. Trevor Royer will come home with the win. Brian Antonio's second. Robert Hawker will finish third. Donald Martin fourth. Marnita Raymer will finish fifth. Colt Dyer sixth. Brent Shear seventh. Trevor LeBaugh, which led the most laps here tonight, he finishes back in eighth. And Chris Cohn leaving early and only finishing in the ninth place. So again, congratulations here to our winner, Trevor Royer. And thanks for watching tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.